Right about here, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get yourself and your soul together.
Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the Chris and Andre Show.
Both of our schools hired new basketball coaches.
Yeah, and apparently it's not going over so well. Paying this guy $50 million in Chapel Hill.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, so we hired Justin Gainey, a former NC State player. I was not wanting to go the former player route because I feel like that just doesn't usually work out. But Justin seems like he's been, doing a lot of, he's learned a lot. He's been in a lot of good positions. Hasn't been a head coach before, but at this point, honestly,
does it matter?
Go for it. Go for it, man. I hope he fucking succeeds. Mark Malone or Mike Malone? Malone at UNC. I did not see that one coming.
That was way out of left field. He was the head coach when the Denver Nuggets won the championship, and
right.
With Carmelo Anthony there, so that kind of made me soften up a little bit. And I was like, I'm not.
I thought it was when Jokic?
Oh shit, it was. Damn. So there goes that.
Well, and two of his kids play sports at UNC, right? So that's my understanding is that was part of how he was connected to UNC and why it was kind of even an option.
Can I be honest with you?
I would love for you to be honest with me about this.
I did not give a fuck who they chose. I was just.
You were just done with Hubert?
Yeah, I was not impressed. Yeah. I'm a firm believer in not everybody's meant to be a head coach. Yeah. Nothing against Hubert, but I don't think I've never seen him being a good coach, basically. I think the talent on the team won the games. It wasn't his coaching.
Yeah, and I think, it certainly seemed that once the talent that Roy had assembled wasn't there, then it also seems like Hubert either wasn't able to identify the right talent or wasn't able to coach it up. I don't know. It's...
I don't care. I just
right.
don't think
it doesn't matter ultimately.
Yeah.
You fail to do the job, so...
Right. So... I wasn't really invested in because I saw UNC pick Belichick.
Yeah. So you kind of had a feeling that it was going to be a shit show. Well, and that seems to be another thing at Carolina is there seems to be some bit of power struggle dynamics going on in the sports athletics department, and the new ADs coming in, right? Bubba Cunningham just left. So you've got the new AD that just came in, but then during the Belichick thing, it was you had the boosters were the ones who wanted Belichick, and the AD didn't, but they overrode the AD, and so it makes me wonder with this whole thing, was this another backroom booster deal, or was the AD on board with this? I know there were a lot of the other coaches that were still playing in the tournament that eventually said no and seemed like they kind of used UNC to leverage their own.
Stop. This guy's going to have to get to the Sweet 16. If he doesn't, they're going to have to deal with year one.
Okay.
If he doesn't, they're going to figure out a way to get out of the contract. And $7.6 or $7.8 million a year, that's going to be a big blow to. It won't be a big blow to their program, but they're going to lose credibility. That's going to delay that. Anybody wanted to be recruited at UNC for at least 4 years. So, because people don't believe in the coaching staff and their athletic department. I just hope they made the right decision, right? I don't think Hubert was the right decision. I can't explain what it was about him. I'll tell you part of the battle they're having. A couple of people they asked in interviews about, Coach Davis. One mentioned his faith, like that has anything to do with basketball, and the other one didn't. One was a booster, one was I don't remember what his position was. And it's like, no, I need you, like, no offense, I need you to pick a good coach. Like, I don't care about, like,
Yeah.
none of that other stuff is important to me. Is he a good coach? And I think that, and I also know that UNC is having an identity problem or crisis because they are they're bowing down to this current administration. So I think multiple things are happening where it's like, I don't think it's the same school that is focused, especially in sports, are focused on the right things, to be honest with you.
Well, and I think in a lot of ways, the Belichick hire kind of underscored a lot of that, right?
Right.
Because that was not a Carolina hire.
That's not a UNC hire.
No, that's some school that's trying to make a big splash, right? Like that wants instant credibility for their football program. And
right.
UNC has always had credibility in the football program. They just haven't been able to quite get over. I mean, like games. What was it, Larry?
Dude,
it doesn't
ever
anyways,
since
you guys have had good teams at times, and I mean, you had the 11-1 season. Like
right.
There have been opportunities, you just couldn't quite get over the hump. I mean, it happens. Like football's hard,
right? But Bill Belichick, who can't win without his star quarterback and his all-American superstar, big giant of a tight end, or his speedy wide receivers, is not the best. Is not the best coach, like hands down. For me,
it also seemed like with Belichick that he early on identified some gaps in the market in terms of talent that he could find in certain positions, like the smaller, speedy wide receivers when most teams were going big, tall guys. But eventually the league caught up, and he never...
But that's every season.
No, it is. I know. It is. You're right.
That's my biggest frustration. It's like, yeah, that's great until people watch tape on you. That's great until people figure... Yes. I mean, those are always it's the downfall of the Chiefs. It'll be the downfall of any other team that thinks that we have the perfect package. We have the perfect offense. Like,
look at the Eagles.
Right. Like,
yeah.
Shit. I get frustrated. It's like, no, that worked out great. What are you going to do next season? And they try to do the same shit from last season. Yeah. And screw it. New England does not beat the Broncos without the snow. I just want to throw that out.
No, 100%. 100%.
Oh.
The New England had no business being in the Super Bowl. Let's be honest, right?
Fuck. Denver wins the Super Bowl. Same conditions.
Yeah.
They win the Super Bowl. Same quarterback. Backup quarterback, doesn't matter. They win that Super Bowl.
That defense was legit.
No. May is
your
not...
guys' defense.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were about... I was like, yes. I was like,
no, our defense sucks. Wait, what?
I thought you were talking about New England. I was like, no, they're not. Like,
no. The snow was what got you guys in that game.
Yeah.
If what's his name hadn't gotten injured,
Bo Nix would have. Yeah. He probably would have scored the touchdown before the snow. But that was still the right play.
Not only that, but he
call.
could run.
Right. But anyway, spilled milk. I I'm not really. I think Carolina will figure it out. I don't know if this guy is bad or good. I really don't care. If he gets to the Sweet 16, then I'll decide.
He's done his job.
Yeah, like, I mean, this is what frustrates me about ACC, like original ACC teams. Without Coach K, I'll even include Jimmy V, Dean Smith.
You should.
I mean, I'm not going to say what I want. I'll say this.
You want me?
Because I might get a lot of hate. Coach Valvano wasn't all that great as a coach. Like, he had spurts, but he wasn't like, or maybe the ACC used to be super competitive, right?
Yeah.
So, sure.
He had a winning record against Coach K.
Right. So, there's a lot to be said there. But
you're right. I understand.
Yeah, so it's like
I do think that Coach Valvano's lore, like the
mythos that's been created around him, has gotten way out of proportion.
Well, okay, way out of proportion. It's gotten out of proportion. It's one of those, people make a bigger deal about it. I mean, because honestly, even looking back at the Cinderella run in '83, the only reason they were Cinderellas to begin with was because was it Sidney Lowe had gotten, or was it, or Terry? Oh my God! Nope, I'm not doing this. I can literally.
See,
Derek Whittenburg had gotten injured at the beginning of the season and didn't play until the very end of the season. And so when he came back, it was like, oh, we got all our parts together again. And granted, right, like the dunk to beat Houston was pure luck.
See the time. Wittenberg. Oh, it's a long ways.
That was not a pass, no matter what Derek Whittenberg says. But, I mean, that shit happens in sports. That's why we play the game.
My point being, there are a lot of things about. I'm not going to shit on Coach Valvano. I'm not going to do that. But I will say that that's a different era, and I think that part of the ACC's problem now is that it's not the ACC, and I don't know how they're recruiting. To be quite fair.
Yeah, right. A lot of what helped the ACC for a long time was the fact that it was the ACC in basketball, and that meant even if you were going to play at Georgia Tech,
fucking Syracuse or UConn,
Syracuse.
Like, if you were if I was going to pick between UConn and UNC, that's an actual decision, right?
Yeah.
Even back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm a kid from, like, the Northeast, I'm probably going to, be like, oh, but, Jordan played at Carolina. All right. Full disclosure. I forgot Jordan played at Carolina when I moved to North Carolina. I don't know why. It's probably because my family wasn't into college basketball, but I probably would just shit all over Carolina. I would probably be a State fan just because. Or actually, I might be a Duke fan because I don't like the color red. But that's another story. But if I'm from the Northeast, I'm either going to play at UConn, Syracuse, or St. John's. End of story. Yep. Somehow, the ACC was able to draw players from, the Northeast consistently because the
State
programs
got
were that
Julius
good.
fucking Hodge to come play there.
Right.
He got in Harlem.
Right. So it was a different conference. It was a different game.
It was.
And then you had the whole East Coast basketball, just the way they played. When you're playing against Georgetown, and they were beasts.
Yeah.
The Hoyas would
the
walk all
ACC
over
Big
you.
East, that was nuts every year. And now the Big East is gone, and the ACC absorbed a bunch of them, but it never made the ACC better in basketball. It never made them better in football. Yeah. I mean, like, we got Miami, Virginia Tech, and Boston College all as they shit the bed in football. And none of them were decent basketball teams.
Right. I don't want them in. I don't want Miami in football because Florida, you just can't. Like, I've never consistently, although Alabama would be the exception to the rule, I've never consistently seen any other state schools except for Florida just dominate. Nebraska, I'll give the Cornhuskers are
For a while, yeah.
for a while. Oklahoma used to be, but Florida was dominant for a long time when I was a kid. Like Miami, especially the Hurricanes, like fuck, they ran over everybody.
FSU when they came into the ACC.
Yeah, what the fuck am I talking about? Yes, it was like, what can you do about that? Nothing. Just
State
let them
was
win.
the first team to beat FSU in football after they joined the ACC,
Oh, that's a fun fact. Isn't
or at least the first team to beat them at their place. Maybe it's one of the two. Either the first
Okay.
overall or first at their place.
So I look at like the ACC as not being the ACC anymore. It's just like a hodgepodge of teams.
We talked about it the other day. You got fucking Cal and Stanford.
What the fuck are we doing?
Atlantic coast my ass. even I mean, like Notre Dame, at least you were kind of like this side of the Mississippi.
Screw Notre Dame. Because Notre Dame holding on to their football package has always pissed me off.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
if they're going to be in the ACC, let go of the football package.
Yeah, and the whole idea was they thought they could eventually convince Notre Dame, which was never going to happen. And in the end, Notre Dame was the one who got to use the ACC for legitimacy to get to where they wanted to go, but it never went the other way around.
Right. So, and the Midwest teams are, like, in basketball, have always been, like, a problem. Kansas. Kentucky's, like, a middle-ish type of thing.
Yeah. If they can get a decent coach, you know, like, they could be all right. But it seems like so much of it now, I mean, and maybe feel free to correct me here or disagree, but money, right?
will.
I mean, like, with NIL and everything, it's all just about, and not all, but so much of it is, well, I've got a booster that'll give me an extra $2 million for this kid for this year. And
But
what 19 to 20-year-old is going to turn down $2 million? Not many.
So here's my like, I don't know how to, like, I don't hate NIL.
Me neither, because the kids deserves to get paid.
Right.
Like, this sport is making billions of dollars, and the fact that they weren't able to profit from it in any way other than their scholarship and the stuff that they received directly from the university was bullshit. But it has also created this monster now of, you know, basically mercenaries in college sports, which
It's
again,
always
right?
been the
Like,
case.
yeah, and,
So- and
it is in pro sports too. So why does it matter in college sports? Is it because it's tied to these universities and we have like this association with that feels bigger than just the sports team, and so we get upset that these kids don't have that same level of attachment? Because
Well, actually,
feeling of like, go ahead.
I personally don't think that. Like, because I know that, especially with football players, they're getting CTE. They're probably, you know, less than 1% are going to go to the NFL. So get the bag. Semi-pro football is a fucking joke. I don't care what The Rock. Oh, that's the next thing we're going to talk about. How much I dislike The Rock.
Oh, good, because I have something to add to that.
It's so I think that for the value they bring to the schools, they should be able to, even the Olympics, right? So we have this, we make money off of people's effort without rewarding those people monetarily for the effort that brings the money that we're getting off of them.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy.
How much does NBC pay for the
I was
right
just about to say that.
broadcast the fucking Olympics every year, and none of that can go to the athletes? Like, they don't get compensated? Or maybe
like
they do. Maybe
they get like
it's like nothing.
$25K $25K for a gold medal. The motherfucker, what? What are we talking about?
What are we doing? What's going on?
Thanks for checking out the Chris and Andre Show. This is the part where we ask you to like and subscribe. You could also leave a comment and share this with someone you think would find useful. For more content like this, head on over to chrisandandreshow.com. Remember, stay sane, stay safe, and stay salty. We'll see you on the next one.